Drake got a BBL, apparently. Anyways, let's get into the video.
Drake mercilessly roasted for fake six-pack abs, arms, and chest sold separately. Exactly. How is that a flex? BBL tummy tuck mommy makeover, and now you can see my abdominals. BBs were all morons. He thinks that we're idiots. He shows a photo of himself with the glaring six-pack. He looks like an old He-Man or perhaps a G.I. Joe figurine. And get this, I'm going to read what he says. I'm wide awake for the nights that separate the type of guy to get it till they get it right from the type who just type. Wow.
It was a joke.
And so basically, is bro just trying to brag? Is this a flex? He's flexing his abs saying, hey, I put in the work. I'm not the type of guy that just types it out shit. I go and get it done. And so if by getting it done, he's referring to surgeries where you suck out the fat between the abdominals, essentially a BBL for your abs, then you're the type who gets it done.
The most craziest thing about this entire photo right here, even outside of the abs, is that it appears to be liquor bottles down there. So while saying that you do more...
Legit. He's making the point there. Goodness. There's a bigger issue going on, man. I don't want people to look at these guys on the internet, look at me, look at anyone for that matter, and just think that they have everything figured out because they have money or because they have clout, whatever you want to call it. Certain things money cannot buy. Security within yourself, peace, it cannot buy that. And for you to resort to this, it's going on, something deeper.
More than average in order to achieve, go over.
For somebody that's accused all the time of taking stuff, I'm accused all day long, every day. I know what work it takes, and I know what things I will not do. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do any of that stuff. There's a certain discipline this requires, and for me to see that, I'm angry. I'm deep down angry, but I'm empathetic because he's going through it up here for him to think that he needs surgery. But at the same time, it makes me mad seeing that. People cheating and trying to flex while cheating. Because I know what work it takes, and while doing the work honestly, you're accused all day long of being dishonest or a scammer. It happens every day. And I see this, and some people are praising.
A BBL for your abs, then you're the type who gets it done. But if you're trying to make it look like you put in the work, that you dieted, that you trained, you did your cardio, you did your crunches, we don't believe you. And so you're thinking, well, where's the proof? Well, let's examine the abs.
When you go to the gym, your whole body goes to the gym, dude. Not just your abs.
And so if you only look at his...
There's no such thing as spot fat loss. You cannot pick a certain spot on your body to lose fat. You lose fat as a whole. Certain parts of your body come last. For a lot of guys, it's going to be in the face, in the thighs, in the abdominal area. You lose fat as a whole. You cannot spot fat loss. That's what that guy was trying to say. Your whole body goes to the gym, not just your abs. You lose fat as a whole. For me, a whole lot of fat in my face. The beard kind of helps cover it, which is why I have a beard. But that's how fat loss works.
Abdominals, the six-pack, you're thinking, well, that actually looks kind of legit. It seems possible. The problem is, when you have abs that defined, the rest of your body also has some kind of definition. Drake, who, for the most part, appears to have 20 to 25% body fat, would not be possible, or perhaps 1 in a million, that he would have abdominals looking like that, but would not have striations in the delts, perhaps a bicep vein, some chest striations. Very unlikely that he did it while being natural. But let's really hone in on his obliques. Does anyone notice that there's a hole on the side of his obliques? Why is there a hole? Your obliques are right here to the side. Why is there something missing?
You wanted to do that to flex in the video. I see what you're trying to do there. I see what you're trying to do. But to what he's saying, it doesn't add up. How you can be this defined and the rest of his body is holding a more body fat. This abs area looks like it's between, let's say, 7 to 12%, and the rest of the body is between 12 to 15%. It doesn't make sense. You don't lose fat like that. You know what I'm saying? You just don't.
A gap. You have a gap in your teeth and there's a hole. Why is there no white right there? Why is there a glaring hole? And so if you look at the old G.I. Joe figurines, He-Man, and so on, it kind of looks like that. So let's see a photo of Drake in the past. Now, look at his abdominals.
So this one here looks natural. This one here looks normal.
You don't suddenly target the fat loss from your abs. He has not lost a significant amount of body fat from that period of time until now. And so why is he so much leaner in the abdominals, but not as lean everywhere else? Does he not look like a Hulk Hogan figurine? I get this guy. It's just simply too fake. We have Rick Ross calling out saying, bro, is this the second time you're going through this operation? You had fake abs last year. And so the only person that seems to be defending him is Nick Trilogy from Bodybuilding and BS. He's saying, hey, he's proud of his abs and I don't care where he got them. He should be showing them off.
He looks awesome.
But here's the thing. The reason we respect abs as men is because we know how hard it is to get them. We know the amount of work that you put in. It's one thing.
Yeah. The results will have you receiving accusations. Yeah.
Use Ozempic or a GLP, retatrutide, and so on. And it's another thing to simply suck out the fat. If you're taking a peptide to make you reduce your appetite, you're still perhaps putting in the work, you're doing your cardio, you're lifting weights, and so on. And the entirety of your physique, it's going to look better. To me, using a GLP like Ozempic and so on.
That's the key one. You say the entirety of your physique. You lose fat as a whole. There's no way you're going to pick a spot on your body and lose fat there. If that were possible, I'll probably get it to around my chin area to lose fat there. I'll definitely do that. It's not possible. No matter how lean I've gotten, it's always been an issue with my face. All right. I'm not a square type. My face is more round, just how my genetics are. So even if I've gotten down to gotten below 7, I wouldn't even say below 8. 8 to 10, still. Veins everywhere, but the face is still round. So the fat burning thing in specific spots, it doesn't exist.
It's not much different than someone who decides to use steroids, SARMs, peptides, IGF, MK, all of that stuff. You're using something foreign to the body to help you to reach your goals. And so whether you decide to do that or not, well, if it's legal, it's on you. But you're not going to get the same level of respect from other men if they know you got your physique through cosmetic enhancements.
Right.
Even Phil Heath said, look, I'll train you. This is not how you do it. If you just get surgery to improve your abdominals, but you don't improve the rest of your body, it doesn't look good. The bubs and everything else looks like garbage. Well, it doesn't look all that good. How is this any different than the females who are getting the BBLs? The world has been calling out Drake saying, this looks bad. This is embarrassing. You don't have the self-awareness.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. And ladies too, stop doing the surgery. Real butt looks better. It does. I don't know what people think BBLs look nice. They don't look nice. They don't. Now men are doing it. It's crazy.
Self-awareness to understand that you're a joke. This is embarrassing. To the same extent, it's very comparable to females who get those massive BBLs. They have huge booties, but they have stick legs to go along with it. And so it doesn't look right. It looks fake. Add to that the fake lips. Looks like they have a pair.
Goodness. Just giving me a lot of deja vu that I don't want to have right now. Ugh.
Dogs on their faces. And people just don't like that. And so women are thinking, no, but men, they like a big booty. Yeah, do. Not denying it. But not when it's fake like that. And so
it's getting ridiculous.
From an implant or a BBL, it's not going to have the same impact as if you got it through hard work.
Let me just correct a little bit of what Coach Craig just said. Yeah, they do like that BBL aesthetic, but it depends on the
BBLs. Don't say guys. Speak for yourself. I like BBLs. Aesthetics.
The goal of that girl. The BBL aesthetic, you got that in order to get married. That don't make no goddamn sense. But if you got that BBL aesthetic to get your back blown out more by men who could or could not even care about you, they damn sure don't want to get married to you, well, then mission accomplished there. It just depends on your particular goal in order to have a man take me seriously.
On pointing the finger at Drake for supposedly getting this ab incisioning procedure done. And
man, this guy just on the internet roasting every goodness. I forget his name or his voice. I'll stop talking.
Guess what? Who gives a Turk? His abs is phenomenal now.
Who gives a Turk? Everyone that I know. I haven't spoken to anyone. Trust me, everyone wants me to do this video. I haven't spoken to a single person that respects the abs he's got. He looks better before. To me, standing by the beach.
This looks better.
Those abdominals looking realistic. And he's actually, in my opinion, looking at it right now, I think he was leaner back then than he is now. And so you can't just let yourself go and get abdominal etching, implants, whatever, and think that you're going to look better. You look worse.
His abs look phenomenal now. Hence, that's why he was confident enough to post the selfie.
And so was he confident enough to post the six-pack or too delusional to understand that he's going to get a lot of hate? Sometimes people are either narcissistic or just morons, and they don't realize that what they're going to do if they post that and talk about it is actually get hate. And I'm going to show my abdominals knowing everyone's going to make fun of me. And because I'm Drake, opinions of sheep because, well, he's a wolf. Well, if that's the case, I'm going to suggest to the rest of you that you don't copy this, that if you think that you can just get these surgeries and get the abs of your dreams, it's going to end up being a nightmare. Why not just put in the work? If you really want those abdominals, and hey, maybe it's too hard. Maybe watching Coach Greg videos and getting my cookbook,
Marketing.
it's just too freaking hard. Maybe doing 150 minutes of cardio, it's not something that you can do. You understand that?
You don't need to do 150 minutes of cardio, folks. You don't. You need to identify what your body weight is, right? You need to know what your metabolic rate from there would be. Then you need to figure out what your goal is. If it's to burn fat, you need to make sure you know how much calories you need to maintain your weight, and make sure to eat under that, but not too much under that. You need to do that for a sustainable amount of time to lose a healthy amount of weight to the point you're in the good range to see your abs. It's really that simple. I'm not saying it's easy, it's simple, but people are not doing that. It's going to be nutrition, not training. You don't need to do hours and hours and hours of cardio. That's a myth. There's people on the eating by a mile, but how come they're not losing more body fat? Because their body is in starvation mode.
Oral version of the injectables that can reduce your appetite by about 28%, go from an 8 out of 10 hungry to a 6 out of 10. That makes it.
Listen, I need some type of damn product like this, Coach Greg, and or abs that were like the amount of fame that it was not.
Get you to go to the gym, train hard, stick to your diet, then well, I'm all for it. One thing I don't like is when you post the photo of the six-pack, he clearly wants you to focus on the abs. He's covering his face. What is up with men that cover their faces?
I don't
It's
get
bad enough
that.
when women do it. Guys, I gotta level you. When you
I don't get that either. I don't get that.
show a selfie with the phone covering your face, this is pathetic. I don't know why you would do this. And so that's the first thing I noticed. The second thing is, why are we bright? I mean, it's a class 1 carcinogenic, and so if you drink alcohol, it's like drinking poison. It can cause cancer. And so if you want that, well, that's fine. It's on you. You have a right to smoke cigarettes and to drink alcohol and so on. But is he bragging? Look at all the alcohol that I'm drinking. Hey, this is my life. And yet I still have abdominals. Is that really the message that we're going for in comparison?
I'm going to stop there, man. Like, at the end of the day, I just don't endorse this. I don't endorse any kind of surgery to get something in an unrealistic manner while showcasing bad habits, alcohol, whatever the case may be. I just don't condone it. Your body, your choice. It is what it is. But I just don't condone somebody with this much of an influence condoning those things. You are poisoning people. You don't know who's going to watch and actually do it. Anyway, I digress. What are your thoughts about this? What do you think about this whole situation? What would you say to somebody you're trying to advise? Would you recommend this? I wouldn't for sure, but anyway. If you want a better physique, it's going to come from good, healthy habits, not from trying to do things to shortcut your way to the actual goal. You don't need to have a BBL. You don't need to do crazy amounts of cardio. You don't need to cut carbohydrate, do keto diets, whatever it is. You can eat regular food, have regular healthy habits to still hit your goals. I've been doing this for so long that when I look at all this, I just laugh. I'm just lost for words, in other words. Anyways, I'll stop there. Thank you so much for watching the video. Like, subscribe, stay tuned for more videos. Stay tuned. I want to see in the comment section as well. God bless you. I'll see you next video.